Pathological contest with childhood series. With a prize of more than 40 billion won, there is no free meal in life. To get that giant super prize, then the participants, you have to pay with your own life. Only one player survived, the only one to reach the huge amount of key. The man with red hair, that's the champion of the Savage Game, is mentioned. See Young Ji-hoon, with big bonus in his hands. Live a comfortable life raising fish and planting more vegetables. Live a life of pleasure, without thinking about money. Today, with a new interface with a card full of money, I'm going abroad to visit my alcoholic daughter. He wants to be with her, and live with her. But while you're packing, on the way, suddenly, to see the handsome uncle I'd met playing, banging pictures before, he's still recruiting more members. To continue the game, that Nam has to chop his head. Your brain may be lucky to survive. Ji-hun, angry about you. The game organization is continuing to manipulate the lives of innocent people into another end. With the postcard of the game, I decided to call them back and delay your trip abroad. While you're moving back, then some anonymous person calls and challenges you. Why didn't you get on the plane? I've got nowhere to go. Ji-hun, I told him I would take all the bastards, come out of the light. Then he walked out with his empty suitcase. Take a taxi and go back. Seoul immediately. As soon as you return, I went to the convenience store. Buy me a Ji-hoon paper vertical knife. Go to the public toilet. Take off all your belongings and what you're wearing. I checked all over body and found a tracking device. It's attached to your ear. Quickly he used the knife and took the device. Alright. Transfer scene here. Handsome cop Jun-ho, after being shot down by his brother. Then you're lucky to be alive and awake. Time after that, when you recover, you go back to work. He left the unit and became a police officer. Normal routine. While chilling a journalist, then his daughter sees the glory. You're light, it's impossible to resist. She got out of the car. Leave your boyfriend and take some pictures with me. Because I say handsome, sometimes I'm tired. Junho doesn't care about women in the world. To continue his work and the boyfriend's name. If you see your girlfriend like that, you can leaving this boy-loving newspaper girl behind. The captain is here now. Give you a fight. When you're called a nugget by Kia. Then he invited Jun-ho to eat noodles. You two talk together. The captain also advised Jun-ho, let's go back to the crime team. Junho, on the outside, doesn't care, and always talk about crashing through another topic. The captain asked Jun-ho, seriously, you really don't remember who shot you? Chen's face. He sighed and replied, I don't remember anything. Return to the unit when changing. Look at the scars on you. Jun-ho, remember one clearly. A brother's face that used a gun. Shoot me without pity. On a quiet street, there's a couple looking for a motel to have a good night. Burning together. Ji-hoon is here and watching. Get everything out of the way through security cameras. Suddenly, the doorbell scared me, and I held the gun. Go up to find out. As soon as the door is open, the man at the head of the Kia game. Give me 2 heads. They're 2 people close to you. Logged out in the last game. Ji-hun panicked, screaming, and then fired back and forth at that mysterious man. Fortunately, it was just a dream, and the bell from the Great CA came to find him. In fact, I've spent a lot of money to rent them all. Brother of the Great CA, looking for a handsome uncle, or playing paper, banging at home. In the words of the Great CA, Ji-hun spent time and money for 2 years to find a man. Today Ji-hun wants to increase search area. I hope the name CA. We can mobilize our brothers from north to south. Check all routes. The big CA heard that and showed a puzzled face because it's going to cost a lot of money. Something that can't be solved with money. That would be a lot of money. And Ji-hun put a VA on the table. It's full of money, I hope. Great CA quickly search because I know that at this point, 3 years ago, that guy is recruiting people. If this time can't be found, they have to wait another year. See a guy gets in the car with the VA Lee and leave a message for all of you. Work hard from now on. I told you not to drink. From now on, they'll be working from 6 a.m. until late at night, looking for someone who's disgruntled his juniors for years. But he added that when he found him, the ice will be there. Ji-hun hot bonus 1 billion won, and the first person to find RA will be awarded 500 million won. Conscious brothers in the gang. At this time, the spirit is extremely high. In addition to Ji-hun police officer Junho, I always spend my free time at the beach. I hope to find the island. Play the game. That year, the Great CA summoned 500 brothers, fully planned and split people off each GA train to find a handsome uncle who plays paper smashing. The whole gang day in and month out. They are all looking for people. Every time they're done checking every GA trip, they take a picture. Check-in photo sent to Cho Ji-hun. Save lives. We also went through a lot of BA together. Find many islands, but nowhere was the right place for him to look. This time at the GA house, Big Brother CA, the same junior is lining his hungry stomach after together. A day of searching, real junior name, because the person you are looking for docent T, know if that they've spent the last 2 years in this place. And while I was talking, the sound of bobbing came from far away. They both looked in that direction. View side Kier gay train. That's the handsome guy who's playing paper with some guy. Immediately, they called to tell the main guy about it. The guy after playing the game. I also received the post. Go and think about it. Handsome uncle after completing the task. They bought a lot of bread and 100 tickets. Number of CAs and juniors. Continue to monitor and notify each water path. This guy's step. He went to a park now. A lot of homeless people are lying around. The handsome uncle showed a holy face. A bread handle. A hand holding a lottery ticket. Go to the homeless and let them choose. What's amazing is that even AI is hungry, but the AI also chose the lottery ticket over the bread. After completing the test, then he goes to the middle of the field and threw a bunch of bread on the ground. His actions made a person homeless. There is discontent. Handsome uncle. I stepped on it with my feet and said, I gave you a chance, and you chose me. I'm not the one who threw this bread away, it's you. When he finished, he went crazy to crush the bread on the ground. Ji-hun. When they arrived at the location, you're not protesting, You're cooperating with them. After taking the penalty. After that, I also launched. Right after that, Junho saw his colleague looking puzzled. Go to ask. After you see the familiar name, you have a lot of doubt in your heart. Great name, CA. The boys also walked along every step of the way. His uncle Handsome. He led them both down a small alley, and icily beat the two of them down with the suitcase. When Junho knew the name, he returned to the search unit, realized that this is accurate. That's the man I met years ago. Ji-yoon, after arriving at the location of the great CA phone was no longer connected. Look at Vestiro and the knife on the ground. I know that something must have gone wrong. Handsome uncle. He then arrested both followers. I'm going somewhere. He tied them up. Then play a song and ask, let's both play the hammering game. How to withdraw one together. If you are good, you will be hurt, and if you lose, you will be punished. To increase the attractiveness, he took another gun and told me about the game of the bullet in the gun. And then point a gun at the loser's head and pull the trigger. His actions caused both men to hang out. Fearful. The game then begins. They both just obeyed him and were pulled apart. Gun to the head. Through many games and still inconclusive, feeling a little bored so he picked up the pace and added another bullet in. Now the survival rate is 5 out of 6. After turning the barrel, then you raise your gun and you want the two of them. Let's play fast. In times of panic, the junior accidentally gave out 2 hammers. Now just CA. To draw a hand is to win. But he didn't. Maybe because it's the CA. So I've decided. He sacrificed his wife and children at home. 1 hour. It's over. The life of a man full of meaning. That night, Junho also managed to reach the gang's office. He hung on the wall and quickly opened the window to sneak inside. I just came in and saw the post. I played this weird game years ago. I hide behind a corner when a junior comes in. Thanks for listening. To find out that their boss is missing, and we're all preparing hot stuff to go to the rescue. Junho checked each box and found a certificate. Hotel business registration. Main South Army. Right now, when I returned to the hotel, I noticed something unusual. Uncle, the handsome man had been waiting there since the afternoon. To sit down and talk. Ji-hun wanted him to find the leader to talk to. But this guy is very stubborn and Ji-hun to work hard, no different than their dogs. The handsome uncle looked proud. When I get to do this job, from the day he was given the gun, he feels like for the first time in his life, some people acknowledge their existence. He told the man about a beautiful day. He's about to go down with a loser. And that person's face looks familiar. No one else is his father. Even though he was crying and desperately begging, but you still go down with a copper candy in the forehead from that day. He realized that he was a good fit for the job. This pagan evil. Listen to these animals. Ji-hun is even more bitter. Let him point a gun at his forehead. The gun was fired, but it doesn't have bullets, and he asked to play a game with Ji. It's still a trigger game, but with someone special. He has a special way of playing that instead of spinning the magazine, then both of you will randomly point a gun at your head without turning the magazine. In 6 plays, the bullet will shoot out and the game will be over. Ji-hoon played first, and the handsome uncle left soon after, and the next round, nothing unusual happened. In the 4th round, the handsome uncle pointed a gun at his mouth. Close your face to the challenging Ji-hoon and pull the trigger. On the 5th round, the ratio was only 55-10 makes him very Cho Ji-hun was also mentioned. You can use the gun now. Shoot yourself like that. You don't lose your life and you get the answer in your pocket. But doing that is also Ji-hun is no different than trash that he had met in his life. Even though you're panicking and scared, but Ji-hun followed the rules and pulled the trigger. Even when nothing has happened, Ji-hun gave the gun back to his handsome uncle. Then he answered the words he had just spoken to me. Why is your mind spinning? That's right. Leave the rules. Just shoot at me with a gun. But I have to admit, you're just wearing a mask and doing everything. The owner said, you're just one of their dogs. Hear that word. Kier's uncle was tenacious and smiling. Then directly hold the gun, shooting at yourself. When he fell, Ji-hoon also gets the information he needs outside. The police officer Junho also arrived. He broke down a room door. He rescued the boy who was tied up nearby. Soon after, he went to Ji-hun's room. He arrested me on suspicion. You're the one who hurt Uncle Kier. At this time, the boy appeared in time and knocked him out. Male main. I was surprised by this and pointed the gun at him. The young man hurriedly explained that he was a comrade. When you see the job title, he was sobbing because the CA had logged out for him by this bastard's game. Police. Junho was then handcuffed by Ji-hun into the bath. He also revealed that he knew the main character. And he's changed. The game staff page. Ask him for information about his brother. Junho added that the main masked. He's the game supervisor and the guy Ji-hun needs to find. When asked if he had seen his face, you said you hadn't seen his face. And I just know he's wearing a black mask. Junho, I wanted to work with him because I saw the guests VIP of that game and want to help the male lead stop the game. The devil is back. Ji-hun is in love because even though he is a police officer, but when Junho, let's talk about the players. Even Ji-hun felt it. I felt guilty and agreed to him. Stand by me. They quickly moved to where Ji-hun kept the money. I also asked you how much money you would give me if you helped me. You also, afternoon. Junho wants to help you. Kim Teardrop. The name is also very meaningful and said I wanted revenge for my great Ji-hun led the two on. Inside, there's a lot of guns. The tube that you bought to prepare for this campaign. There is room for them to practice before starting this plan to overthrow an empire. I also advised Junho when joining together, then quit your current job. I was working the next morning in a park. Is holding a festival? The staff here are chemists. They dress up as animals that kids love. After the work is done, they go into the dressing room and rest. Beautiful girl Kier 7 God. Looking tired in the mirror? Now a child comes in. Everyone quickly put on their hats. Put your makeup on. The baby drew a picture of a rabbit. Take her hand and give it to the beautiful girl. A guy who works there, not paying attention to her appearance, took off Ra's hat and made her cry out loud. Her father heard the cry. Hurry up and pick up your daughter. He sees himself as guilty. Then tell everyone that Kia had cancer and needed a bone marrow transplant. But at this age, along with a large amount of medical expenses, a poor painter like her father, completely unable to manage. The beautiful girl who heard this looked at the picture. Emotions feel hard to describe.